Ooh, my fault. Good morning, good afternoon. How are you? Good morning, sir. Students UAT. My name is T-Quan Rogers. Today I will be displaying my SIP4 assignment, which is my board presentation. I apologize for this late assignment. I was in the field. I had created it. I had redo the whole thing and do the things that I need to get done. So I have put 6 objectives. I have 2 for robotics embedded system, 2 for technology studies, and 2 for programming. Robotics embedded system objective 1. In objective 1 is that we will start creating a prototype of the wireless power transfer. Is as you can see right here is that we will have a magnetic field that will hold the phones together on top of the system, and then what it does is that it will push the power through. It will take the power from one phone and give it to another one. That's the one thing about my device that we'll be doing. The next thing, it will be it is a mobile device charging station. It will be a charging station. It will not be no janky charging station that would be like it's heavy. No, it's gonna be a portable, small like object. It will be like small like this, but like when you open it up, you're gonna be opening up as long ways to the point where you have 2 phones on top of it, and then you have a screen that will tell exactly how much power going through the system, how much power is taken away from the system, and if it's reached to 50% with notification and identifying if the phone magnetic charge have some issues that might not charge the phone completely. And objective 2 in my system is that we will develop and create some protocols for the device to make sure that the sheer power that we need do not overload what the phone is capable of doing. So for example, if we know that the iPhone can only do certain amount of power to another phone such as an Android, then we will make sure that the power sharing network of it does not exceed what the phone capacity can happen. For my devices in the future, after we do test runs on from phone to phone, we will start working on wearable devices such as AirPods, smartwatches, anything that dealt with wireless charging. We will start implementing my company devices to make sure that it can start taking power from phones and give it to AirPods or my wireless devices, such as if my tablet is like 100%, but my phone is where I can use it to make calls, I will start using my tablet to charge my phone just by using the device. Alright, this is the beginning of technology study objective 2. So impact assessment study. So what we're doing is that we'll be studying the asset of environment and social impact in a variety of charging technology. So what you're gonna do is the fact that we'll analyze anything that will reduce the e-waste from batteries, and also change any behavior to make sure that the earth stay green, everything like that. So right here, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna start inputting stuff inside. We're gonna start doing activities, and then the output, we'll see what's gonna happen with reports, and then from the output will give us the outcome that will that will result into something that will impact the company and also the environment at the same time. So we gotta make sure that that all steps are intertwined with each other, and then after done, it goes right back to the beginning. After we see that we have accomplished our goal, and then the next goal gonna start up again. The process gonna keep going. While we're doing this, we need to know. We also need to know our user experience while we're doing it. So when we're doing these test runs with these products, we want to make sure that our users have the best experience and also understand that the device is helping them with their daily lives. We have to make sure that that the device is set in stone for what we have to use in our personal life. Objective 4 in technical study. The next thing will be our marketing analyze. So for us, we will study we will be studying 4 types of it. We gotta make sure that our financial stuff, so that whatever the company bringing in, we gotta make sure that that it goes back to the product. And then market and technical, it gonna be intertwined with each other, because without them we will not know how much money we are spending, or the budget we will need to use all these technology that we are using at the same time. And then operational, is the biggest thing, is that we need to know exactly how much money we are spending, and also the operational personnel billing and stuff. We gotta make sure that it's not too much or too little to make sure that all these personnel get paid for it as well too. Because without these personnel, then the device will not be created, and then we're gonna be backed up on orders. So we gotta make sure. So we have to make sure that the stuff we are doing in these 4 steps are in the correct way as possible. So for my company, we have to make sure we have a policy and regulation started. So what we're gonna do? So what my company have to make sure that our device does not have any fine service. We have to make sure that there's nothing that already been made before, or we have to make sure that we're not copying anything that has already been in production like years ago. We also have to make sure that the cost of how much stuff we have to spend just to make a device, we gotta make sure that we have rules and regulations that says that, like, hey, we will always buy everything with the best vendor that has the quality stuff, not just the vendor that have the most has everything cheap, but yet everything is not how the device is supposed to be made of, because the device is supposed to be made with this type of materials, and if you order anything cheap, then the device is not gonna be working as well. We have to make sure competitive edges. So we gotta make sure that we understand, so that we understand that there are other companies that we are competing against. But however, we always gotta stay sharp. So we always make sure that, like, we don't let that go over our head. Like the company will understand that, hey, we have these type of personnel that having the same thing. Okay, cool, that's fine. But just make sure your head is still in the game to continue. Etc. And the same thing goes for everything else. So right now we will start with objective 5, which is gonna start with the programming. So right here, we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the embedded software development. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off in the lowest we're gonna start off with the lowest level. We're gonna start off with the jot down the product spec and everything that will make the product functional, and then right after that we will start writing down the technical stuff that will be part of this device. And then we're gonna move forward to start developing the background of it to make sure that how the device can be designed actually works for the personal, like portable wise, to make sure it goes like it'd be easier to put in my back pocket. I can carry around. That it's not heavy. And then after that we will start designing prototypes. And after that, 4 and 5, you can see right here, 4 and 5 is actually in one, because after we create a prototype, then we're gonna do testing and field trials. We're gonna make sure that we're gonna have people come in. We're gonna have one that have an iPhone, we'll have an Android, and then test them too. And then we're gonna do iPhone and Android to Android, and keep going. And then if you see and then if we have anything that we need to add, that's where we add them to it, do another field trial and test, and then after everything is good, then we're gonna release the product out, and then we're gonna start bringing revenue inside of it whatsoever. After everything that we did and my company bring in everything and we start doing upgrade, then after that we're gonna start doing we're gonna develop a mobile device that will help personnel know exactly who has let me not say that, where you can purchase the device itself. We will start making a mobile app that will has the device itself on the website, and after we will start expanding to where that like Best Buy and these electronic stores will have our devices out of it. So what the mobile app development will do is that we'll have like pre-order. We'll have the stuff pre-order, and then if we have any special sales, we have the special sales. And then if we have any devices new devices that will come out, then that's where you're gonna come out on the website as well too. Last but not least, what we have here that we have the last and final objective 6 with programming. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about algorithm optimization. So there are 6 optimization that my company will follow. The first thing will be data structure. We gotta make sure that every data that we have on the devices on the device that we are creating stays locked up. No one do not have access to the data that we have created for this device but the CEO and the main developer person. Number 2 will be our time complexity. So we gotta make sure. So we have to make sure that like we know exactly how long it takes for us to make this device and everything like that. Because if we don't understand how we do it, then when we start to have big orders like by like Best Buy ordering like 1,000 for 4-day store, then we need to know how long it's gonna take us to actually make 1,000 for Best Buy. The memory. The memory optimize. It will reduce the amount of memory that the algorithm requires, and that while it working, the large data set it will be important but will not be wasteful at all. These right here, these are right here is the other 3 right here. We have the parallelization of it that will break down with it will break down devices to the smaller problem that we might have inside of it, so that we can actually figure out what's the problem. And then we have the hardware optimization. Number six. Oh, my apologies. I don't know why I keep doing that. Number six is the last one. We gotta generate more of the codes. We have to make sure. We have to make sure that whatever code we are generating has any bugs or problem that we'll need to fix during the final production. Now, the last but not least is our security and policy enhancement. So why does it keep doing this? My apologies. Damn, I lost. Security and policy enhancement. This will measure the device using technology. Will develop a encrypted protocol and authentication and everything like that. So what this will do is that my company will have a strict security and everything like that. So we'll make sure that the data that we have in our devices don't get leaked to where that anybody could actually replicate our stuff and make it better, so that we lost profit on what we do and the customers and they get everyone like that. We also gotta make sure that we will not risk it in like any third parties to make it feel like a third party could just come in and just buy and just come be part of the company, but also like betray us in the end to where they has 15% of our company, and then like if anything happened they can sue us and stuff like that. And then like we'll have quarterly training on stuff that will benefit the company itself, and then we'll have quarterly retreats to make sure that everyone in the company is like you feel welcome. Like the company is not like a business thing, it's like a family. So we have to make sure that we stay on top of everything that we have in part of this company. Okay. I appreciate the time, sir. Once again, my name is Tico Rogers. I apologize for this last assignment. I was in the field. I was working on it during the field. However, there was no service in the field, so I had to wait until I fix this on Saturday and make some minor adjustment. I appreciate your time, sir. Have a wonderful day.